If you are new to alcohol markers or you love coloring with alcohol markers, this is the video for you. These are Tri-Blend Brush 3-in-1 alcohol markers. Yes, I have 24 of them. They come in a light, mid, and dark tone, all in the same color family, all in one marker. Let's swatch these out and talk about them. Let's go. All right, let's get into these tri-blend Nori alcohol markers. So I pulled out and I hope you can see this. Probably can't. Can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, I'm gonna need to lift it up some more. Well, you got a good bird's eye view. So these are the different color families that are in this package. They have a good range of colors. They do. So we are going to start off with what I will call the pinks family. I think this is super cool. I love the way when I stand them up. I like the way they all fit together like that. I don't know. I think that's cool for some reason. But let's start with the pink violet blend. Pink violet blend. So let's see. So this is the lightest color. I'm gonna pull them apart for you. The light. Mm, This is the mid. And you flip it over for the dark. All right. So let's just do it side by side right now. I just want to see them side by side. I can go back and all right. Ooh, okay, so I'm writing on my hand already. Yeah, I definitely don't think I will hold them like this when I'm coloring. I won't do that. Okay, so let me see. How could I get confused? All right, so that's definitely the darker end. Okay, all right. I just need to make sure that I'm putting the tops on the right way. So at least they do come with numbers on them too. PV1, PV3, and PV4 pink violet blend. So I do like that too. Because some of they don't even have a name on them. Okay, so now when I'm actually going to use it, yeah, okay, I like it. I like this way better. Okay, so that's the lightest color. This is hydrangea. 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 It's one of those. Blend. Okay. This is the mid. All right, y'all. They might be trying to act right with these purples. And this is the dark. They messed up. I don't like that. Wow. Okay. So that's the light, that's the mid, and that's the dark. We just gonna have to go with it. A lot of times with alcohol markers, um, they look different once they dry. So this is the bright pink blend. All right. So I'm just gonna swatch the pink family online, and then I will go and swatch the other ones offline, and then we'll see what we have. Ooh, I like that. Now that I like. That looks rich. That I like. So why are these perfect if you are new to alcohol markers? Because it already has um, the three tones picked out for you. Okay, so that's going to make it really easy when you were trying to blend. Now, see, I would have never picked this out as a darker tone for those two. I would have never done that. I wouldn't have done that. Maybe I would have placed it maybe up here, but I can't wait to see how these blend out because I would have never picked that out as a darker tone. Look at that. Okay, but you know what? That's why sometimes you just need to be quiet. So, you know what? It might be good for people who've been using alcohol markers for a while and they struggle with picking out like a light, a mid, and a dark tone too. So, they for everybody. They really are. It takes the guesswork out of it. It really does. Now, that is really, really light. Ooh, look at that. All right, so we just have two more in this family. Or what I would call this family. Purple blend. All right. Shout out to Linda B. They got a lot of purples. Purple, lilacs. Look at that. Yes. Somebody must have got the memo. They got the memo. Mm, okay. I'm gonna have to study this. This is interesting. Now, see, wow, that's really dark. Okay. Now, I would have never used that anyway. I can't wait to try these out. This is the dark red blend. Let's see what this looks like. Like, I am at least okay. That's light. That's what it says. Light. And see, it even tells you that light, mid, dark. And I'm certain once you get used to them, just because it says that, I mean, you can mix them with something else. Now that's a great looking cranberry red. I like that. Wow. And let's add this dark. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So okay, so how come that's not okay? So you need to make sure I can see me not it still fits though, but you cannot hook it together so that these are like in a row or lined up, but it'll still work. Cause look here. Okay, that must be my MO. They're still together. Just make sure you put the top on tightly. So I am going to swatch the rest of these offline. We're gonna come back, we're gonna look at the colors, and then we're gonna do a mandala. We're gonna color a mandala with these really quick, just so we can see how they perform. All right. Be right back. Be right back. All right, so let's take a look at these colors that I swatched out. So I just want to say this off the bat. They're not as vibrant as I hope they would be. They're not as vibrant. And then again, I could be, doing something incorrectly. But for right now, today, they're not as vibrant as I would hope they would be. I mean, I don't know, they're not popping off the page, but that's just me. I do like the fact that it has a lot of different like purples. I would call it the purple family, purple pink family. I do like that. I do like the amount of greens that they have. Okay. So I did you have green here, and then these are a lot of green. I'm liking the they have green turquoise, and then they have blue turquoise, which I think is absolutely amazing. So I do like that. One thing that I also noticed is they have some colors that can be used to do skin tones. And I really, yeah, that's really nice. It's gold brown, and that's probably golden brown. And this earth blend, these colors and fair skin, they can be used to do skin tones. So hey, I like that. I really do. So of course I already started like doing some blends with some of the markers. So what I noticed, and this is why I'm saying they're not as vibrant, but it could just be the way that I'm swatching them down when I'm doing this mandala. I'm just gonna call it a mandala. Because when I look at this orange, and this is citrus orange. So I use well no, it's called burnt orange blend, citrus green blend, and then I use that dark red cherry because that was like a I don't know, it reminded me of a like a it's called dark red, but I called it cherry because it just kind of reminds me of a cherry. But when I swatch them out here, and I didn't mean to say swatch, when I colored this, it just really looks dark in here. But it could be because I have the darkest color in the middle. So I'm going to try this again, all right? But this time I'm going to leave the dark color on the outside, okay? So here we have our this is our burnt orange blend. We're going to take the lightest of the colors, make sure, all right? And we are going to color right here. I love a brush tip. These right here, they blend so easy. They really do. But this time, let me use the lighter color, or at least alternate it in the middle. All right, and here we go with the mid-tone. And I'm just kind of going not over it yet, but right above the line so that you know how like when you use an alcohol marker and it's a good alcohol marker, how the color spreads. I'm just hoping that it's just gonna spread into the next color. And I forgot to do this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And now let me get that darker, the darker end here. See, just not quite touching it, but you know, hoping it does its thing and just kind of spreads that way. All right, so now let me take the lighter color. Just kind of go through and blend everything out. Now, see, that looks weird to me though, but you know what, Crystal, keep going. You know what I'm saying? It got to be ugly before it's pretty. Trust the process. Trust, trust the process. All right, so let me take the same color. I'm going to put it right here, right beside it. Let me turn the page just a little bit, just a little bit. And I can see how that's ending abruptly. I don't like that, but I'm going to forge ahead. I'm going to forge ahead. I'm not going to stop. Right, here's a lighter color. One thing, I mean, the way that the marker, you know, I don't have to worry about having 1,000 tops all over the place, you know, because I would have like three separate markers. I would have the tops of the markers. I mean, it's just more opportunity. Ignore that. More opportunity for me to lose a cap. I don't know. This just seems really dark. Ugh, it seems really dark. Okay, so because it just seems really dark to me. Okay, don't add the lightest. Add the midtone. Let me add the midtone to that. Let's just try to blend that better because this is like an abrupt halt. Now, one thing that I do when something like, you know, it's not blending well, or I can just see an abrupt halt and I have an alcohol marker, I just go to where the two meet and I just do circular motions around it to try to get them to blend better. That's what I do. Just circular motions. All right, so now we are going to take, okay, once I put the marker together, now we're going to take the green and we're going to take the citrus green blend and we're going to go in the opposite direction. I almost feel like maybe I should vary it, but I'm not. I'm going to go in the opposite direction again. So I'm going to start with the, we're going to start with the light color here. Okay, so I do like the ease. I mean, the ease at which I can just get to the next color. Look at that. Bloop, bloop. Okay, Crystal. Bloop, bloop. See, as soon as you try to show off, it don't work out. And that just seems like such a big difference. But now I'm going to go take the midtone and I'm going to go around in a circle to try to get that to blend out, keeping it wet. And then find a lighter one. That's a lighter, right? Because I've done that. Oh, I could tell. And blend that down. I think I like that better going in that direction. Let me do a couple of more of the petals doing the same thing. So tell me, okay, what are you thinking about these markers? What do you think about them? So, what do I like? And I think I've said it already. Oh man, the fact that it takes out the guesswork. Okay. And sometimes I might not agree with the combo, but right now I'm going with it. Okay. But it takes out the guesswork when you need, you know, a light, a medium, and a dark marker. Hey, it's right there. It's all for you. Mm. I love how each marker is contained within the one marker. Now, where am I going to store these? I'm going to think about that later, but I like that. I really do. Hmm. I think I like that better. It doesn't seem as dark. Alrighty, let me try the red. Let me try this cherry red. I'm just going to do this side over here just to kind of see. So I keep calling it cherry red, but it's really dark red blend. It just reminds me of cherries. That's why I keep saying that. Now, I purchased these markers from Amazon. I really like them. It's different. They're easy to hold. I like, just how they're kind of like a, what is that, a hectagon, octagon. I like the shape. How about that? Let me tell you something. They should have put everything in geometry to a song. Then I would have been able to remember it. That was not my subject. There was nothing logical about that to me. Thank God we don't need to do that in programming. But anyway, I digress. Y'all, did I mess around and use the wrong color? I did. Mm-hmm. If I can fix it. Everybody can't walk in true gun. Oh, Jesus help. Now the markers are very juicy. They have very. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what this red gonna go with. I really don't know. It still looks kind of dark. Maybe it's the color combination that I have. I did I asked for a color combination that had these three colors in it. Well, I think I said cherry red, and this is what it gave me. But let me turn it around. But give me your thoughts on this. Okay. Just the fact that I don't have to think about what colors I'm gonna use is a win for me because already it's already thought out for me. Meaning that I'm not trying to search through my reds and trying to get a mid-tone. Sometimes I think the darker color is a bit too dark, but I can adjust that. I can adjust. Another thing, it doesn't come with a zero marker. Ooh, I need that zero marker. I need it, but it does not come with a zero marker. If you don't know what the zero marker is for, it's supposed to help blend, but I use it to take like some color out. Like if I had too much color and I wanted to make something lighter, I always grab the zero marker for that. I do. So, all right. So just looking at this side right here, this does look brighter than as opposed me like starting light and then ending with the dark in the middle. It does look lighter. I can see that it's going to look lighter. So, I like that. Um, so I went through also and I took pink and blue. So this was the magenta. This was the magenta color. Um, oh, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, I know this was magenta because I thought it looked dark like this. So I went and I got that bright pink. Yeah, bright pink. And I used turquoise. I'm really starting to like the color turquoise. Now you see how this is this hard stop right here. I should have blended it more. So it has dried out, but let me take the lightest color and see if I can, this is one of the techniques that I use when I'm coloring with alcohol markers. If it's already dried and I see like a hard stop or it's not blended well, I'll just go back in with the lighter color and try to blend it out, blend it down, blend away that hard stop. So right now that's looking Gucci. Yes, that means that it's looking nice. That's exactly what I was trying to achieve. Yes, that's looking Gucci. Like. All right. Well, I'm adding these to my collection whenever I am looking for three colors, a light, a mid, and a dark. These are definitely ones that I am going to pull. Let me show you. And this is from a coloring book that I created, and I practiced skin tones in it. But I actually did the skin tones on this handsome man using, what did I use? I used Earth Blend. I think I used that one on Earth Blend. And then I used Gold Brown. And yes, I was able to yes, to complete his skin. I think it looks really great. I love the way it's looking kind of golden. Living my life like it's okay. Yes, it's looking golden. So I really like this. So what will I give these markers? I will give them two snaps up with a twist. I will, because number one, they're not going to roll. Y'all know how I struggle with stuff rolling off my desk. They're not going to roll. It's easy to store the pen caps. Once I practice with them more, I think I'll be able to make the colors even more vibrant. Um, I think the error that I made here was that I should not have had the dark color in the center on every last combination. I should have alternated it. Look at this blue and this pink. That looks great. That really does. I love the fact that it has a lot of different purples, or what I would consider the purple family. I do. And you can do skin tone. All right. Well, this is um hey, this is my review of the Tri-Blend Spectrum Nori 3-in-1 alcohol markers. Let me know your thoughts on them. Yes, I can't wait to use them because there's a lot of different greens and I want to use them in one of my books. Let me pull this down just a little bit. All right. This is Crystal the Foxy Colorist with another product review. Alcohol markers. Yes, these are perfect for beginners. They are perfection for beginners. They've already selected the colors for you. All you have to do is use them. Once you get used to those colors and that light, that mid, and that dark, then you can get you some that, that aren't like that. And you will be able to choose your colors, okay, with the knowledge that you have obtained from using these. All right. A link to these markers will be in the description. I do make a small commission off of them, but it does not impact the price. All right. This is Crystal the Foxy Colors. Thank you for stopping by and coloring with alcohol markers with me. I can't wait to use them in one of my books. Like I always say, check out the next video, supply haul video, and keep it foxy. Peace.